Evil is not born, it's made.
Characters have destinies, whether those destinies are heroic or villainous.
I think something has to happen to them. Something changes them, and they become evil. Playing the bad guy and playing the villain is the best. What defines a villain is someone who is longing to punish others for what they don't have.
I want you to suffer like I did.
I think they have to be powerful. I think they have to be determined, wounded.
The real key to playing a true badass character and villain character is that you're doing it nobly, as you're pulling the heart out of someone.
Show me her heart.
It can be someone that's very selfish and self-fulfilling, like they have their own agenda.
I tried to be good once, but it wasn't in the cards.
I would say a villain is someone who takes pleasure in hurting others. There's something about a villain that enjoys his work. So even when he's at his worst, the fact that he is taking such a joy in it.
Oh, dearie, dearie, dear.
The flippant Rumpelstiltskin, that's the one which is the most fun to play. I have a lot of fun with that.
You are a spicy one, aren't you?
The thing about good villains is they're workaholics. They're very focused. And they don't think they're villains.
Villains know that other people think they're villains, and it drives them crazy.
People call her the Evil Queen. She never called herself the Evil Queen. That was a title that others gave her.
They call me that because of her. She's the evil one.
As far as she's concerned, she's the queen. She's going after what she deserves and what she's earned, and these terrible, awful Snow Whites and Charmings are in her way.
I think villains think what they're doing is justified.
The heroes have been very good at thwarting me sort of along the way. All that light magic and all that goodness really got in my way, which was very annoying.
But I'm wicked. And wicked always wins.
At times you really feel for the villains. They wish things were different, or that they could have chosen a different path, but unfortunately they didn't.
A lot of these characters face choices that everybody in life faces, and it's what road do they take, the dark path or the light path.
There is irony everywhere. Well, everyone has a choice, dear. Just make sure it's the right one.
In every season, particularly with Rumple, we've gone further and further back in his backstory and kind of revealed the seed for his actions. And you really realize that a lot of the things that he did with Bay were things that had been done to him.
I was never meant to be a father.
That abandonment shaped everything for Rumpelstiltskin.
He was just a really sweet kid who wanted to be accepted by his father, and he was rejected and rejected and rejected so many times. So you can identify with someone making a decision to not necessarily make great choices from that point on.
He chose the power of the dagger over his son. It's the mistake that he has regretted ever since.
I just made the wrong choice.
He's ready to sacrifice himself to make sure everybody else can live. So that's the most heroic thing he's done.
That is a story of redemption where you see a villain who made a lot of bad choices, but at the end, when it really counted, made the right one.
The thing that heroes and villains have in common is that they just want to have a happy ending. And I think the thing that makes them different in the way they approach that is the villains often don't realize when they have something in front of them that is their happy ending. The villains kind of often want more and more and more, and that kind of they trip over themselves getting it and driving away the things that they have.
I will have my son, and I will have my vengeance. I will find a way to have everything.
I don't think happy endings are just lying out there willy-nilly for people to go and stumble upon. You've got to earn your happy ending. I don't think it's just going to get given to you.
Rumpelstiltskin had the opportunity to have a happy ending, but he chooses to trick Belle by hiding the real dagger from her and going through with the marriage.
Will you marry me?
Yes. Yes.
The Belle-Rumple relationship's always been fascinating. You know, she's brought out a lot of light in him, but he can't
really hold on to that.
You always saw the good in me.
I still do.
He can't let it go. You know, he's too deeply rooted in his past to let it go.
You see where good gets you?
It's hard to be good. I think in doing the wrong thing is the easy way out. Being good and holding strong is the hard thing to do, but it's the right thing to do.
You see me as a villain, Miss Swan. But that's just your perception, and you're wrong.
If you all want me to be the evil queen, then fine. That's exactly who you'll get.
Regina is constantly trying to find her happy ending, and she just has a really, really tough time doing it.
She originally was a loving, kind, full-hearted young girl who lost her love and is out there to punish this young girl who told a secret, but that secret cost Regina quite a bit. Villains don't get happy endings.
She thought her happy ending would be to be lording over everyone as mayor and making Snow White as Mary Margaret miserable, making Charming, as David in a coma miserable and keeping them apart. But ultimately, she realized that wasn't what was going to make her happy. And it was only when Henry came into her life, that started to become her happy ending.
I want to redeem myself. She still possesses this evilness inside, but because of the love that she shares with her son, he slowly changes her and opens her eyes to see things differently.
If she wants to kill you, she's gonna have to go through me.
I have enjoyed playing Snow, looking at Regina as someone who maybe is misunderstood and has a cold, aloof, and often inappropriate exterior, but is ultimately a really good-ish person.
Regina redeemed. What a novel thought. I don't know. I mean, can the evil queen be good? Can the evil queen be happy? I'm not sure.
What the hell did I ever do to you? You were born.
I want everyone to be there to see the evil queen lose.
The thing about fairy tales is they always tell universal truths, and everyone understands jealousy.
With Zelena, so much of her issues stem from the same place they do with Regina, which is her mother, Cora.
Don't you walk away from me.
Mother! Mother. Mother. Mother?
Mother.
My heartless mother.
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 Mother!
Love the idea of Regina always claiming that everyone has wronged her. What would happen if someone was jealous of her?
Our mother gave me up and sent me away, but you she kept. You she gave everything. She wants to be good, but I think she just is so hurt and upset that her mom gave her up. Well, get over it. It wasn't everything it was cracked up to be. I don't think that my character's thinking, oh, once I get it all, I'll continue to be naughty and awful and villainous and wicked. I do believe that my character's endgame is to get what she thinks she rightly deserves and then lie back and chill out on her broomstick and have a good time and have a cup of tea. You put that pain and then that self-servingness and then the magic on top of it, that's what makes the Wicked Witch a villain.
Our good guys have had terrible things happen in their past, too. Emma had a tragic childhood. But I think it's how you react to it that defines whether you're a hero or a villain.
Do something good and people see it and then they want to help you.
Obviously, she definitely had choices along the way where she probably could have been a villain. But in the end, she did continue to always try to make the right choice.
Help me! Heroes and villains are both about fairness. They're both about justice. They use the same yardsticks, they just come up with different answers.
We're all human. Yeah, well, sort of.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you were a pirate.
Guilty. Startling, aren't I? Some people say striking. Hug became a product of the circumstances that surrounded him, and I guess a villain when he fell in love with Rumpelstiltskin's wife, Mila, and then Rumpelstiltskin rips out her heart in front of him.
Starting out, he was definitely hell-bent on his revenge, his needs, his wants. But I think the first glint that we saw of him as a hero was when he turned his ship back around.
What is that?
I think he believed that he could begin to love again when he met Emma Swan.
I thought you didn't care about anyone but yourself.
Maybe I just needed reminding that I could. And I think that that's when he decided, okay, I should try and be good a little bit.
At the end of the day, he is a hero. He just, I don't think, is super comfortable with admitting it to himself.
Word on the waterways is Captain Hook had gone soft.
The only thing soft will be your guts spilling on this deck.
He's still a pirate, you know, but he's on his best behavior for the moment.
Thank you, my lady.
We really all live in a very gray world, and our characters all explore different sides of themselves. You know, even Snow White, we call her Snow Gray at times.
You darkened yourself.
Her battle is fighting against her wicked thoughts when she goes dark snow, which is always one of my favorite things because Ginny's such a badass. Right? When she's a little conflicted, she's always challenged.
How do you live with yourself, knowing all the bad things you've done?
Oh, you tell yourself you did the right thing.
All villains and heroes can be good guys. I think if they work together.
You need somebody who can think like a Regina, who will rip out the heart of a lost boy and do what it takes to find Henry and get Henry back.
Let's go save Henry.
And there were times where you needed somebody to kind of say, maybe we should do it the right way. You needed Prince Charming to be heroic.
You needed a villain, you needed a pirate, you needed a hero, you needed a savior. You needed them all to be who they were.
Evil isn't born, it's made.